All right, guys, I'm here with Kate Doyle, and she's going to Gordon in the fall to play volleyball. Um, how was the recruitment process like for you?
It was good. Okay, so basically I started in sophomore year and I just sent a lot of emails out to colleges that I'd be interested in going to. And so like it started with like 50 different colleges with like different emails. And then I like slowly like narrowed it down with like some rejections and then some of me like saying like, oh, actually I don't want to go there anymore. And then I finally got down to like five colleges that I'd wanted to go to, July of my junior year. And then I went to the camps of those five colleges, and Gordon gave me an offer, and I decided I really liked Gordon, so I accepted it like 2 weeks after.
What advice would you give to other athletes trying to be recruited?
To just like go out of your comfort zone, talk to the coaches. Like you just need to create a relationship with the coaches in order to like even like consider getting an offer. And you should go for colleges. Oh, that was my dog. Uh, um, you should go for colleges that and like talk to coaches for colleges you'd actually want to go to. Like, don't just email colleges for like no reason.
What are you most looking forward to in college?
I'm looking forward to a new community and to make new relationships and to work with new players and new coaches. And I've already started talking to some of the players and they're all like super sweet. So I can't wait to play with them and hang out with them.
How did your season go this year, like your senior season?
For high school or club?
Both.
Okay, so high school it was good. Um, I've been the starting setter since junior year, so nothing really new with like position wise, and like I'm kind of used to the stress of having to set like all six rotations for high school. But it was a really fun season because we just played really well and really connected, and so we got to go to state this year, and then we won a state game for the first time in like 12 years, first time in one A state. And then we ended up getting eighth in state, so it was like really successful for high school. And then for club, I just had my last club tournament literally on Monday it ended, and that was also like a really fun season. I had like the best coaches I've ever had, and I played with a lot of girls I played with before, so it was just really fun. Yeah.
I know you got to coach this year. What was it like
hmm
getting to coach athletes at in the sport you loved?
It was really fun because like it was the first year for a lot of them playing volleyball. It was 15's C team, so like not super high of a level, but it was just still really fun because I gotta work with the sport I love still and then like help encourage these girls to like find a passion for the sport I love. And so I just had tons of fun with it. And it was really fun working with the girls and like getting to know them and like seeing them improve over the year. It just was very fulfilling.
Who inspired you to play volleyball, or what?
Mm, okay, so honestly, in fourth grade was the first year I played volleyball, and I was a soccer girl like through and through. I played for my dad, like he was my coach. My brother was my assistant coach, and like it was just very much in the family. But then my mom saw that the YMCA had like a volleyball program that was like practice 2 times a week, games on the weekends, so like very chill. But I was like, that sounds fun. So I tried it and then like immediately I loved it and so I just kept going from there.
How has volleyball helped you grow as a person?
I feel like volleyball really teaches you like routine and it makes you I don't know, makes you just like you're held more accountable so you like have to stay on top of like homework and everything because your weekends you're doing tournaments and they're like 8 hours each day. So, and then when you're off, you're like want to sleep and eat and stuff. So you don't want to be doing homework. So you really have to like stay on top of your assignments. And then you just have to like find a schedule that works for you because it's very busy, obviously. And like, especially for me, like I had to drive like at least 30 minutes each way to practice. So that adds time too. And so it's just, you have to learn how to manage your time and to manage your work and to like find a routine that works for you.
What does a normal week look like for you in season versus in the off season?
So like for in season, for like school, for example, it's practice every day of the week, and then usually 2 weekdays are game days, which if they're home, then that means we have to ref the JV games and then play our own game. And if they're away, then we have to like travel there. And then the weekend, sometimes there's like playoff games on the weekend, but usually the weekend I get to like do homework and then like hang out with my friends and stuff and kind of like recoup for the next week. And then off season, I try working out every single day, like weekdays and weekends. Because I just find a lot of joy in weightlifting, but like also I want to stay in shape for the season. And then I mean, I still like enjoy like watching volleyball. Like I'll go to, like my friends' games and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of just weightlifting.
Who are some of your role models?
Um, Honestly, a lot of my coaches have been my role models because I've been really fortunate to have a lot of coaches who are also have been setters. So like I see them like play with us in practice. I'm like, okay, like I want to get that consistency down one day, and I want to like also I want to be a coach in the future. So they inspire me to be like them in that aspect. But yeah, a lot of my coaches, I've been fortunate to have like a lot of really good coaches that I bonded with that also are like very highly skilled. So,
What are some of your hobbies outside of volleyball?
I like reading, so that's like a good way to wind down. Like I'll read at night. And then I do a lot of crafts, like painting and stuff. Like jewelry making, and then like weightlifting is another hobby that's also beneficial to sport. And yeah, that type of stuff.
Oh, what are your plans post volleyball?
Okay, so honestly, I've been like really struggling thinking about what I'm gonna do at the end of the next 4 years because like volleyball's been such a big part of my life. So like I'm either thinking of doing beach volleyball during grad school to get another 4 years of volleyball, or I'm thinking of just like staying in the world by coaching when I'm older. Like I definitely want to do that. But if something happens and I can't keep like coaching or playing, then like obviously I want to just like find a career in like psychology and just like advance in the workplace for that.
How do you recover from games and practices?
I have a massage gun, which is like the best investment I've ever made because they're so good. And then I try eating pretty well, like a lot of protein, a lot of water. Um, but also like after games, like I totally believe in like eating ice cream and stuff, like celebrating with some good foods, also fun. But also like I'll nap a lot before and after practices because it's just like such a busy schedule with like homework and everything. Like you just gotta find time to sleep whenever you can to like let your body reheal.
How do you incorporate mental health like in your off days or yeah?
Yeah, I've been like struggling with like being mentally strong during games. Like since I was 12, like I used to be like a little crier, like I'd cry on the court and stuff. I don't do that anymore, thankfully. But I just remind myself that like it's just a game. Like everyone will still love you the same if you win or lose. Like it's not the end of the world. And it's just supposed to be fun and you're just trying to get better. So I try to remind myself of those things.
What are some of your goals for your next year, both academic and sport related?
Ooh, I kind of want to learn how to hit more because I've always been a setter. But at Gordon, I'm hoping to have the opportunity to learn how to hit and to improve my game that way. Especially because they already have a senior setter, so I probably won't get much playing time setting next year. So I want to learn from her first of all, like at practices and stuff, and then I want to learn how to hit for like games maybe. And then academically, I'm hoping to double major in business and psychology. So I'm just hoping I can stay on top of my studies and stay motivated.
You mentioned a lot about balancing the relationship between academics and sports. How do you do that personally?
Um, well, I try I try getting all my homework done like as soon as possible and try staying motivated with that. And like especially on the weekends, like if I don't have a tournament, like I'll try doing my homework like sometimes like 3 weeks out. Like if I know I have a big like chunk of reading for like history or English or something, like I'll try doing that all that in one day. So that way during the week I can focus on volleyball more or like focusing on resting. And yeah, I just like really try prioritizing homework on the weekends that I'm not playing volleyball.
What are some of the biggest obstacles you've had to over that you've encountered, and how have you overcame them?
Um, Thankfully, I've never gotten injured, so I haven't had to worry about that. But I guess last year, in my 17th season of club, I there was a really bad tryout situation, so I ended up being on like a very non-competitive team. And 17s and 16s are the biggest years for recruiting. And so that was like a very big like mental struggle and just like physical struggle with recruiting. Um, Being on like kind of a lower skilled team than I've been used to. So I had to like just take a step back, and like that's when I really found weightlifting because I'm like, well, if I can't like improve my game with these other players, then at least I can like improve my own like physical strength. And then I also just like I really just tried like not focus on myself, that makes it sound selfish, but like every practice just thinking like what can I do to get better, like really breaking it down because it was frustrating just not being able to like compete at a higher level.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck to you next season, and hope to see you soon.